On the left we have a very amateur baseball pitcher, and on the right we have a major leaguer. We're going to compare their two styles of pitching simultaneously and correct the amateur on the left. First, let's watch it in real time, and then we'll watch them both in slow motion. So there's a real-time pitch. Now here are both of their pitches in slow motion. So from watching that in slow motion, we can see there's a lot of differences in between their pitches. To start off, on the right, or on the left, you can see the difference between their leg extension after they do their pitch. Look at how wide the professionals' legs are compared to how wide the amateurs are. There's a drastic difference in between. And now if we look at how they're pushing off the plate, you can tell that with the back foot, the amateur on the left isn't getting much power off of that back leg compared to how much the player on the right is getting. So if we watch it once more in slow motion, we can see this. So look at the leg, how far his step is compared to the amateurs. Okay, so let's take us back to the start of their pitch. And this time let's focus on their leg kick and how high they bring up their knees. So let's play it here. Pause it here. Look at how high the professional is bringing up his knee. It is almost up to his chest, and when you look at the amateur, he barely brings it up past his waist. This is how he's not getting as much power from his back foot. So now if we watch the arms now. So look, if you can see that, look at how far back the professional brings back the ball. He has a pretty much straight arm on his throwing arm. And then when you look at the amateur, he keeps his elbow bent and doesn't get the full range of motion when he's doing his pitch. So now look at the front arm. They both have full extension of their non-throwing hand and pointing straight at where the back catcher is. Now if you look at both players' feet, they both land with their toe pointed towards the bag. So the pointing towards the bag is a good thing so that you can see where you're actually throwing. The one key thing that you should work on is look at the distance between your legs compared to the distance of his. The more power you push off on your back leg, the farther your stride will be, which will cause more velocity on your pitches. Another thing that I noticed is how straight up your back is. Your back is straight up. When you look at his, he has a nice arch to his back. Gives him a lot more torso spin and movement and gives him more velocity on his pitch. So if you continue playing, both players end up finishing looking at where